Hey there, dreamers, changemakers, and legacy builders. Welcome back to another episode of Purpose Unlocked. I'm your host, Kristi Smith, and today we're diving into a topic that hits close to home for so many of us: progress versus perfection in business. Now, I know for many of us, perfectionism can feel like a badge of honor. We think, if I can just get it perfect, then I'll be ready to launch. Or once it's perfect, people will really see the value. But here's the thing: perfection doesn't exist. Progress does. And today I'm going to explain why leaning into progress instead of chasing perfection is the key to building a sustainable, impactful business. But first, let me share a little story from my own journey. When I first started out as a business coach, I was obsessed with getting everything right. I mean, every little detail. The website had to be flawless, the branding perfect. My content had to be 100% polished. I spent days, weeks, heck, even months making sure everything was just so. I kept telling myself, once it's perfect, I'll be ready. But you know what happened? I stayed stuck. I was overthinking and tweaking, but I wasn't actually doing anything. I wasn't making progress because I was paralyzed by the need for everything to be perfect. Can you relate? But here's the breakthrough moment. I realized that perfection wasn't what was going to move me forward. Progress was. And once I started embracing that, everything changed. So why does progress beat perfection? First, let's start with the obvious. Perfection is impossible. No matter how hard we try, things are never going to be 100% perfect. There's always something to tweak, adjust, or improve. And the truth is, if you're waiting for perfection, you're holding yourself back from taking that next step. But when you focus on progress, it becomes more about moving forward, even if it's just one tiny step at a time. In fact, small, consistent actions are what add up to big results. And the beauty of that? Those small steps build momentum. And momentum? Well, momentum is magic. Let's get real for a second. Business is not a straight line. It's messy, it's unpredictable, and full of surprises. There's no perfect formula for success, but there's process. And that process is about learning as you go. I want to share another story with you. A few months ago, one of my clients, Sarah, came to me. She had this amazing idea for a sustainable clothing brand, but she was stuck in the perfection trap. She kept second-guessing her designs, refining her logo, tweaking her website, and never moving past the planning stage. So I asked her, "Sarah, what's holding you back from launching?" She replied, "I don't think my designs are good enough yet. I'm not sure if it's ready." So I said to her, if you keep waiting for it to be perfect, you'll never launch. But if you take the first step and put your designs out there, even if they're not perfect, you'll learn. You'll get feedback, and that's how you'll grow. So she took the leap. And guess what? Her designs were great. But even more importantly, she got real-time feedback from her community. She made adjustments, launched again, and saw her business start to grow in ways she never could have predicted. Now, I'm not saying you should skip quality or cut corners. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is that perfectionism can be a trap. It can keep you from moving forward, from learning, from growing. Instead of waiting until everything is just right, focus on making progress. If your business or project isn't perfect, guess what? Neither is anyone else's, including my own. So know this for a fact. So how do we start embracing progress over perfection? Here are a few key things to keep in mind. Number one, Shift your mindset and understand that done is better than perfect. You can always refine things later, but you can't improve what's still in your head or stuck on your to-do list. Get it out there. Take action, even if it's messy. Number 2, focus on momentum. Even small steps lead to big results. If you're moving forward, you're already ahead. Take the next step, and then the next. Each one builds upon the last. Number 3, learn from mistakes. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about learning from it. The more you experiment, the more you grow. And the more you grow, the more you can refine your approach. Number 4, celebrate progress. Every small victory counts. Maybe you launched your website, made your first sale, or got positive feedback from a client. Celebrate those wins. They matter. I'll be honest with you. I still fight the perfection trap. But I've learned that the more I embrace progress over perfection, the more momentum I gain, the more I accomplish, and the bigger impact I make. And you can do the same. You have everything inside of you to take imperfect action and make an incredible impact on the world. So as you go about your week, ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today to move forward? And if it's not perfect, that's okay. Just keep moving. Your legacy will thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in today, Dreamers and Changemakers. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And remember, progress over perfection. Keep moving forward and keep building that legacy you were born to create. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Purpose Unlocked. Leave a review and let me know what you think. I'm here to cheer you on every step of the way. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep doing, and keep building. Talk soon.